In this video, I'm going to create an automation that takes the information I scraped from AppSumo, then created affiliate links, and automatically generate posts for social media with the help of AI. This post will promote the product and drive clicks to the affiliate links. Now, let's go over the key steps for this process. As a reminder, we're in the middle of a series that shows how to automate affiliate content for product from AppSumo. If you missed any of the previous videos, I recommend watching them. We built a giant Google Sheet, which we'll use in this video to create the affiliate posts. I'll be using two software tools in this video. One is TaskMagic, a new tool that handles all the automations. It helped me record my clicks and typing on websites, like I do myself, then automate it to speed up my workflow. The goal of this automation is to help me create content quickly for Black Friday deals on AppSumo products. But you can use this technique anytime on any product and website. The second tool is SocialBee. This software uses AI to create content for posts and even generate images. However, for this video, I'll be using screenshots I got from AppSumo, and I'm not going to use the AI images. SocialBee also schedules the posts on social media based on the calendar I set. To help you understand the automation process, I'll give you a quick demo of SocialBee. I have other videos that go into more details about each feature, but in this video, I'll focus on the most important steps after you've set up your profile. If you don't have a SocialBee account, then there's a link in the description where you can sign up. I've been using it for a few years now and trust it to get the job done. After you log into your account, you'll see a menu on the left side. First, you should set up your social accounts. You do this in the dashboard tab by clicking on socials and connecting them. You can watch the full tutorial on my channel, and I leave a playlist link of SocialBee in the description. Once you've connected all the social accounts you want to post on, go to the second tab. Here you'll find categories. You create categories to organize your content. For example, I have a category named affiliate posts, where I add all posts with images about affiliate products. You can also create one for Black Friday. You can create different categories for different types of posts, or for different social platforms, or for different events. After creating a category, you add posts to it. We are going to add a post in a category you already created. This is what we are going to automate in this video. Once you have a bunch of posts in your category, you can schedule them to be posted at different times using SocialBee's automation. To do this, go to the fourth tab where you'll find the scheduling tool. You can then select any day and time to schedule your posts. SocialBee will take posts from the category you assign to the time slot in the week and post it to the social platform you choose. You can decide on different timing for each social media platform and even mix category based on your preferred schedule. It is a weekly schedule. It's not based on date. Now that you understand the basic of SocialBee, we can move to the next step. To create a post, you can click on the top button on any page in the software, so you don't have to go directly to the category page. You can also set a category during the post creation process. Every click or typing action I take during the post creation will become a step in the automation when I build it in TaskMagic. On the left side, you create and set the post, and on the right, you can see the post you've created. So you can preview how they look on social media. At the top, you can select the socials, and I'll be building different automation for each social platform because some require different things. It's easy to split the social based on the specific needs of each one in different automation. When you have multiple socials, you can set each one separately with different text and images when you create the post. You can also create variation of the same idea. At the bottom, you'll see the timing for your posts. You can even set up posts to repeat if you want to post the same content more than once. You can cycle the posts, so after it finishes posting once, it will start over again. In the future, you can always go back to SocialBee and reschedule the posts you want to repeat. For the post itself, you'll need a different setup for Pinterest and TikTok. However, you can combine Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram in the same post creation. For X, formerly Twitter, you'll need different text length. And for YouTube, you can post regular post-only videos. So we we are not going to include YouTube in this setup. Let's talk a bit about the automation software in case you didn't watch the other videos. TaskMagic is an automation software that you download and run from your computer. You can create automation by telling the software where to click, when to upload or download things from the internet, and when to type. It can do other things, but this is what's important for us in the content creation automation. If you don't have TaskMagic, you can use the link in the description, and you need the $49 a month tier to be able to record the automation. Let's review what we accomplished with Google Sheets, so you know what to prepare if you're starting from this video and you want to set the automation on SocialBee. In the Google Sheets, we started by scraping a list of products with their name and URLs. Then I created the affiliate links for those products in Impact. However, I don't like to use the Impact URL as it is because it didn't work well in the past. The short URL from Impact redirect to the real long URL with all the tracking codes, and I scrapped that too in a different column. Then I created another URL that I'm going to use, which is also a redirect but has my domain on it. For some social platform like Pinterest, it's better to use a link with your domain because it can pass through the algorithm more easily, especially when your domain is verified. I scrapped the redirect link with my domain from Switchy, and we did that in the past automations. If you're going to use this automation but need to use different websites with different URLs, you only need one URL, the one you get from your affiliate dashboard. And of course, you can use Switchy if you want to have all of your affiliate links in one place. The next thing you need in Google Sheets is the product description, which should be no more than 2600 characters. It can be messy because the AI will create new content for you from it, and you can take all this text from the product website. The last thing I have in this Google Sheets, which I will use in this automation, is some screenshots from AppSumo to promote the product on social media with images. Theoretically, you can also generate images with AI on SocialBee, but I don't like the outcome, so I prefer to use my images, in this case screenshots. If you want to use your images, create them and add them to the Google Sheet with the path from your computer. You copy the path by hovering over the image in the folder, then pressing Ctrl and Shift and C, and it will copy the path. This is what you need if you're starting here without scraping the information from the other website with the other automation we created in this series. Before we start recording the automation, I need to update the Google Sheets. On SocialBee, I can create posts with social media with a prompt to get some information, but I have a character limit. So before I start creating the automation, I need to add some function to my Google Sheets to shorten the product description from AppSumo, so they fit in the prompt text box without getting stuck. In this case, I'm going to add 3 functions. I leave all of them in the description. I got them from ChatGPT, so you can use that too if something doesn't work like I show here. In the first column, I want to remove some of the top text I scraped from AppSumo, which is just breadcrumb for the product page. If you scrape product from the same category, you can check the length of the text and write the exact number of characters, but in my example, I scraped information from different categories, so the length aren't the same. I'm just removing around 60 characters from the beginning of the text, which is the average for most products, breadcrumbs. The AI can handle it even if some of text is unclear. I just adjust the function to the product description cell I scraped and then copied the same function down the whole column. It adjusts automatically for each cell. Next, I create another column. This time, I want to remove all the plans and features at the end of the product description because they're not important for social posts. I add this function and link it to the column I just changed, so it continues to clean up the extra text. In the last column, I limit the text to 2600 characters, which is what I'll use for the posts. You can use just the last function if you prefer to skip the other steps. Once the Google Sheets is ready and everything is set, it's time to start recording the post creation automation. Open TaskMagic and in the same workflow, add a new automation. This is the 5th automation in this series, so I'll give it the number 5. However, I can also assign it a sub number since I'll be creating several automations for SocialBee. But you can give it any name you wish and understand. I'm starting with a Pinterest automation, which is the most complicated of them all. After this, I'll duplicate the automation for each social platform. The automation needs to remember the login information. To do that, you can save some cookies from SocialBee using the Edit This Cookie Chrome extension. I leave a link to the extension in the description. Now go to SocialBee and log in as usual. Once you've logged into your account, click on the cookie icon and then click on the arrow, copy the cookie code and paste it into the automation. In the automation, go to the advanced setting, click on Manage Cookies and then click on the Add Cookie button to save the cookie. You might need to refresh the cookie from time to time, but now the automation will be able to open SocialBee in your account and you can start recording steps. Click on the trigger and choose List, then click on Use List from Google Sheets and connect it. You should already have the connection set up from the previous automation. Copy the Google Sheets URL and select the sheet we've been working on all this time. If you don't have a connection set up from the previous automation, you just need to share this email with the Google Sheets. Once that's done, click Looks Good and then continue. Now we're back on the main automation page. Next, click the Add Step button. This brings up the automation recording panel and Chromium. In the URL bar, type in the SocialBee URL. Let's begin by recording a click on Create Post. By choosing the click step, clicking the button and confirming the action. If you see a pop-up asking you to proceed, you need to record that step too, as it will stop the whole automation if it shows up. Just keep this in mind as you might encounter it during testing. If you don't see it, and you will see that when you test everything, you will need to stop the testing and then record this step at the beginning. The first thing I do is connect to a category. Click on the category drop-down. Even if you already have a category set, it's a good idea to specify which category this post will go to. Then record another click on the right category you want to choose. You can set it to only one category. If you want to post different posts in the different categories, you need to create separate automations for each category. Once you have the first one, the next will be just adjusting this one category. Following that, I like to click on Choose None for the social. Sometimes it remembers different socials than you want to post to. And since this automation is basic, you need to set it exactly as you prefer. After that, record a click on Pinterest button. For some reason, after selecting Pinterest, you need to click Proceed. If you didn't see the Proceed earlier, you can close it now and click again on Create Post. Probably it will remember that you have Pinterest, and then pop-up of the Proceed button will show up, so you can record it in the previous step. So make sure to record a click on that step. Record a click on the content box. Sometimes it opens and sometimes it closes, and you can't continue if it's closed. So you need to make sure it's open. If it is open, it will stay that way even when you click on the box. At this point, I want to start with the content from the post and write it with AI. If you created the Google Sheets yourself, you might want to record a type step in the box and add the column from the Google Sheets as the content. But if you want the AI to write it for you, click on the AI button. Then record another click on the first option, Create Caption. Now we are in a new window. We are going to see a new window that we haven't seen before. Here you can use the prompt they created for you, but I'm going to write my own prompt. Record a click on the box, then record another type step. Make sure you click on the first line. Otherwise, it might not register and it won't write the content in the box. Write something basic for now and confirm. Next, go to the control panel and click on the text step and click on the content box. Here you can write the prompt. I suggest writing something like, write me a post for Pinterest about this product, and then insert a column from the Google Sheets that has less than 2600 characters. Choose a tone of voice you'd like the post to have by recording and click on one of the options. Then record a type step in the box for the amount of words and add the number 50. This is the maximum word count. I suggest using it if you don't want the post to be too long, as that could cause the automation to get stuck and not create the post for you. And this is only for Pinterest. For Pinterest, you don't need to add hashtags, so avoid clicking on that option. Sometimes the tool generates hashtags for Pinterest posts, but if you don't record a click, it won't add them automatically each time. The same goes for emojis. Pinterest doesn't need them. If you want to generate more or fewer posts, you can record a type step in the box with the number of posts. I usually leave it at 3. Then record a click on Generate. Although it's quick, it's still a good idea to add a delay to prevent the automation from getting stuck. Add a delay to give the system time to process. Next, record a click on Select Results, so it generates 3 different posts for you. Then click on Use Selected Results. Again, add some delays so it has time to go back to the previous window. Now you have 3 posts. posts. And this is important. Pinterest requires all fields to be filled for it to work properly. With 3 posts, you need to make sure each post has all the necessary fields. I like to start by recording clicks on all the posts to open them. Then rename each step so I know which post I'm working on. After that, I open the first post and record a click on the category. These are Pinterest categories linked to your account. You can choose a different category for each post if you want, but you can only choose one category for the post. Next, I record a click on the URL box and follow it with a type step for the URL. Initially, I just type URL and confirm it. Then I click on the strudel symbol and replace it with the correct column of the URL from the Google Sheets. It should be the affiliate URL. I use the last URL I created with Switchy, which has my verified domain, making it better for Pinterest, but you can use whatever link you have. Next, you need to record a click on the title and add another type step. This time, just write title 1 and confirm. I use this title format with a number, so remember what should go there later. Unfortunately, the AI doesn't create titles for you. What I do is create some generic title that can work for every product from AppSumo. I change the title for each post and include the product name as a variable, which helps differentiate them. If you're concerned about having many titles with the same structure, you can run a batch of posts with the automation and then change them later. Alternatively, you can create title in different columns of Google Sheets and add the variable with the correct column here. Either way work. Next, record a click on the upload button. You need at least 1 image, and on Pinterest, all images must be the same size when you post. Otherwise, it won't publish. To be safe, I upload only 1 image for each post. After recording the click on the 3 dots. Then open the Change Step type. Find the Upload option and click on it. Then click on the content box of the step and choose the variable from the Google Sheets. Remember the screenshots we took from the product page on AppSumo? This is the time to use them. Add the first screenshot here, and it will upload the image from your computer based on the information in the Google Sheets. After that, add a delay to give it time to upload the image. You can record another upload step if you want to add more than 1 image in this stage. You can add up to, I think, 5 images for Pinterest. But you need all the columns in your Google Sheets to have the path to the image on your computer. Repeat all the steps for the other posts. You can't just duplicate the steps because it needs to know exactly where to click on each post, and each post has different selectors. Once you've done that, if you want the posts to run more than once, and if you created 3 posts with the AI, you should record more steps on each automation. Record a click on requeue after posting. This will create a repetition for your posts. Then record a click on the expire after it's published. For AppSumo deals, I usually set it to 3 times. But if it's Black Friday, set the expiration date instead of after the number of times. And you need to record click on the specific date. All of the posts are going to expire in the same time. You can also run it forever if you like, and just stop it if the deal expires on AppSumo. If you do that, you don't need to add any number or date here. Record a click on post and add another delay to allow it to process. I usually give it 3 minutes, which is enough time for it to update the posts in SocialBee. Now you can run the automation. Here are some things that didn't work for me the first time I tried it. Always add delays if any step isn't working properly. Also, it can depend on your internet speed. If you know you have a slow connection, just add more time to the delays you set and add more delays. Another issue I found was with the upload process. Sometimes the second post didn't upload the image. After figuring out that this wasn't due to the Google Sheets, I deleted the upload step and recorded it again, and it worked. If any of the steps aren't working well, you should follow this approach, deleting the step and record it again. After you've confirmed that all the posts have been published, you can proceed to the next step, which is posting on other socials. You could record all the steps as continuation of this automation, but I prefer to separate them. This way, if something doesn't work well, I can catch the issue in time and easily identify what went wrong. If I were to let it run for all socials in one go, it would be harder to pinpoint where the problem is. To do this, duplicate the automation. Give it a new number and change the name of this automation. Since you've duplicated, there is no need to repeat all the steps. If you record the login process earlier, so it's ready if you need it in the future. To get into the post, just click on the play button to see that everything is working well, and then you need to change the Pinterest setting to another social platform. Record a click on Facebook. For now, don't record clicks on other socials, as you'll need to modify each one separately if they are here. If you create a post for one social first, like Facebook, you can later click on the other socials and it will duplicate the post with the same content. The next step is to modify the AI instructions. Go into the AI content creation, click on the play buttons until you get to the next page. Change the word Pinterest to Facebook in the prompt to fit the new social platform. Then you need to add other instructions, so it will include your affiliate URL in the post. On Pinterest, you added the link afterwards in a special place because this is how Pinterest works. But on the other socials, you need to add the URL in the post. First, add the word important because it can sometimes forget to include this. Then write. At the end of the post, add the URL before the hashtags and include a call to action to click on it to go to that product on AppSumo. Insert that column with the link you scraped from the switchy, which is the last link we created. If you skip this step and aren't using the switchy, though I recommend it, you can add the shortened link from Impact instead or any other link you are using. It's not a good idea to include a long affiliate link because it takes count of characters from your posts. So anyway, you should use a shortened link here. For Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn posts, you can write between 150 to 200 words since this platform allows longer content. You can exceed it more, but remember that on Instagram you still have limit characters. It's also a good idea to record clicks for hashtags and emojis during this process. After setting this, click on the play button to the next step you set for posting the AI content, and then you get back to the main post creation screen. And now you need to modify the post with the automation slightly. When SocialBee recognizes that you have a link, it creates a preview. However, when posting on Instagram, you can't use the link preview and it will prevent the post from being published. So you need to close the preview. While we got the prompt to create this post while recording this automation, I didn't add real information and the prompt didn't get any real URL, just a placeholder from the Google Sheets column. To record a click on closing the URL preview, add a URL to all the posts variation without recording another step. It doesn't matter what URL it is for now, as we will delete this post later because it doesn't have any real value. After you add a URL, continue by deleting all the steps created for modifying the Pinterest post, since you'll need to recreate everything. So record new clicks for each post and then record the upload step. This time you can upload more than one image since this platform accepts different sizes of the images, even if they aren't ideal for the platform. If you want to upload all the screenshots or additional images, record clicks for the upload button multiple times, making sure to change the step to upload and update the variable with the correct column from your Google Sheets where the image paths are stored. You should have a URL preview, so you can record a click and close the website preview if you're publishing to Instagram. Instagram doesn't allow links in posts, so leaving a preview active could cause the automation to stop and fail to publish. Add a delay and repeat these steps for each image upload and link closure until the automation is complete. While it's possible to edit all posts yourself and combine the social into one post, if you're using automation, it's better to handle them separately. After you finish to modify all of the posts, now it's time to record clicks on other social media. Because Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, they have kind of the same structure, you can use this automation for all of them. So remember to do that only after you've finished everything, because then you don't need to modify everything. Leave the other step you recorded with the Pinterest setup, like the requeue and the click on the posts afterwards. If you want to create a similar automation for Twitter, the main difference is the post length. You can combine Threads and Twitter in the same automation. Just remember to keep the post shorts when you prompt with AI. While it's possible to edit all posts yourself and combine the social into one post when you do it manually, if you use an automation, it's better to handle them separately in different automations. You can also create a separate automation for TikTok. Like Pinterest, TikTok requires extra steps, such as permission and marketing the content as promotional and other things. So, like Pinterest, after you create the initial post, record clicks on all of the buttons until you have everything set up. In the end, if you want to publish on all platforms, you'll need to create multiple automations. While it's possible to run all the social automations in one go and one automation, this carries the risk of something getting stuck. It's harder to troubleshoot if you run everything together. This automation isn't an set it and forget it automation. It saves time but still requires oversight. After you run the automation as many times as you like and all the posts are uploaded to SocialBee, it's a good idea to review them for errors, as AI can sometimes produce inaccurate content. If you prefer, you can pre-create the posts in Google Sheets and use automation to upload and arrange everything properly instead of relying on AI to write the content for you, and then you are okay. Sometimes I notice the AI may create a post without the affiliate link and leave a blank space where the link should go. It's a good idea to check and fix this before the automation runs on your social accounts. Now that you set up and tested all the automation and checked all the posts, it's time to run them. While some automation can be left alone to do their work, this one requires a bit more attention. Since it involves multiple platforms and complex details, you should avoid overwhelming your social media with too many posts, which could get you blocked. So when you go to the schedule tab and you create new timing for the post from each category, it's a good idea not to stack all of them in one day. You can run this automation every time you need it, especially during the high traffic events like Black Friday or Sumi Day, which seem to come around quite often. When those days arrive, you'll have the ability to create a lot of content in short time. To run the automation, first ensure that the loop line of steps is set to cover the entire automation process. Then check the trigger setting. You can configure it to run for all the rows in your Google Sheets. And if you already have posts for some of the products, update the starting row to skip those lines. If needed, you can run the automation again, especially if you want to create additional posts for the same products. This flexibility allows you to generate more content without starting from scratch each time, ensuring you have varied posts for each product across your social platforms. I also have another automation to create on my WordPress website, which I'll demonstrate in the next video. But before that, let's finalize some setting on SocialBee. Now that you have enough content to last for a month, you can decide how frequently you want the post to be published. Setting it for 2 to 3 times a day is a good idea. Additionally, avoid posting the same content across all platforms at the same time. This way, each platform will have unique posts. For those 3 platforms with similar content, you can shuffle the posts. To do this, click on the category where your posts are ready. At the top, you'll see how many posts are scheduled for each social account. On the side, you'll find the shuffle button to mix things up, so posts are randomized and not repetitive. This strategy isn't limited to AppSumo, of course. You can use it for any marketplace with multiple products. It's especially useful for posting short updates. While AppSumo affiliate payout may not be huge, they are very effective at selling products, and this automation can save you time by handling the work for you. If you have a WordPress website, the next video will help you transfer all the information to your site so you can create a catalog of posts with visually appealing promotional content. I'll cover this in the next video and explain everything in more details. Also, we're going to use a QR code you download in the previous automation. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.